This is your sign. This book right here can change your life. Now, I've talked about this book plenty of times. That's the 7 laws of the universe. This is your sign to take action and to change your life. If you apply all these principles and you really apply and you do the due diligence and the work, your life will really be changed and you will live the life that you desire. First thing that I can say is your mind. Everything is possible with your mind. That is the first law of the universe, and it's called mentalism. Mentalism brings laws of attraction, law of abundance, equivalent change. Your mind, honestly, is the key point and the starter for all of this. Everything that happens in your life starts in your mind first. You ever know how even sickness starts within it first? Your mind, placebos, you can believe something is healing you and you will be healed because in your mind you believe it's working, and it goes the same thing with anything else in your life. Your mind is everything. You have confidence is key. I know y'all, have you played sports before in your life, or you ever played something and you was nervous, or before you had a presentation in class, you would go in front of the class and you'll be stuttering and shaking even though you practice because you psyched yourself out. Or even with sports, I remember you could be a receiver and you got to run routes in front of the whole team or one-on-ones. You nervous and you're not confident in yourself, you will lose in the one-on-ones in the challenge. You have to know that you reign supreme in everything that you desire, and you have to really truly believe that you can win. And this all starts with mentalism, and it gets deeper than that. That's just on a low-level physical plane. If you think about it from a deeper perspective, with your mind, you can manifest the life that you desire. Excuse my friend in the back. You can manifest the life that you desire, and you can accomplish anything that you ever want to in your life. I know this is true because I remember when I was a young lad, as some might say. I remember I used to want all types of, clout, girls, everything. And I remember when I started applying the principles of law of attraction and mentalism, I attained every single thing I ever wanted. So applying the principles in this book, really, it's called the Kabbalion, the Hermetic philosophy of ancient Egypt and Greece. It's a concept from thousands of years, but I've explained this in previous videos. The part that I really want to touch on is that you can really be like some type of demigod on this planet, man. You do enough shadow work, you raise enough enlightenment within, you can be anything that you desire, ever. And it starts with these principles, man. If you do the work, and the sky is literally the limit. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to your mind, anything that you think of is possible. At one point in time, people didn't think they would be flying in the sky with mechanics. There's airplanes. People didn't think there was going to be cars. People didn't think none of this. But every thought was possible. Anything that you can think of is possible. It's in the ether. It's in the universe. And you got to pull that down into this reality. And that goes with everything. So there's a life where you're rich. There's a life where you're famous. Everything. There's a life where you have the dream, the woman of your dreams. Everything is positive. And you just gotta pull that reality out. And it starts here. Conjure your reality. I had this on my body. I conjure my reality. You have to manifest your reality. You have to create your reality and be the best that you can be. I'm telling you, even me living my day-to-day life, my thoughts change. Just knowledge changes. Knowledge is truly power and evolution in the human. And I really believe that it's millions of people out there that's waiting for this change, that's waiting to be woken up at the end of the day. And everything starts with your mind, mentalism. Number 2, correspondent. As above, so below. As within, so without. That means everything up there is happening down here. Everything that's in here is happening out there. Your frequency inside of you is the frequency that's also you're giving off, and the frequency that you're taking in. Because everybody's frequency and vibes is different. You can pull down. Now, so when I was telling you about the realities you can pull down, they're in the ether. They're up there. They're everywhere. You pull this reality down. I read a book about 7 years ago. Scientists did an experiment on the human brain. They said you look deep inside the mind and the brain, because the mind and the brain are two different things. You look deep inside the brain, you'll see space, star-like objects, planet-like objects, because the universe is mental. Everything's a projection of your mind, like the Matrix, you know? An illusion, some might say. And you got to be the game master. If you ever seen Alice in the Borderlands, you know, the game master. And all of this is possible with just changing the realm of thought. You know, vibration is the law of the universe. Raising your vibration and vibrating is detrimental, because everything is vibrating. This chair that I'm sitting in, this pillow, this wall, all of that's matter. But when you get deep inside of matter, it's atoms. What are atoms? Moving. They're constantly moving. What is movement? A vibration. You're vibrating. Science has already proven that everything is moving at a certain speed that to us this looks still, but it's vibrating at such a frequency that we don't even comprehend with our human minds. It's no capacity to even. So you got to know how to raise your vibration. You can't swoop down below to the people that are bringing you down. You got to come up, and you just got to be the best that you can be. And even rhythm, you can't vibe. And these are all concepts in this book that will change your life. It's rhythm. You don't want to be on the same rhythm as this universe and as this world, as this reality is moving in. You don't want to do it, because if you do, it's not going to be good, because you're going to be swaying in the way that life wants you to sway. You got to be above the life. You got to know your mind and your emotions control everything. You got to be able to realize the flow of the world and be above the flow of the world, because then that's how you can see things for what it is, and you can really achieve everything that you want to achieve. There's a reason why monks are in solitude. They don't, deal with mundane things. They don't partake in a lot of things that can, because they believe that you can reach enlightenment quicker without dealing with everything. And then I believe it, because your mind gets so infatuated with BS that you start to believe that this stuff is real and how life's supposed to be. And even, with someone myself, I'm trying to gain and I'm trying to evolve as much as I can, but I still, get dragged down. But I know, for me, it's just about putting in the shadow work, doing all the work, the astral projection, the lucid dreaming, everything that I know that can help me gain, just continue to gain. That's why I'm going to continue to read and evolve and do as much as I can to gain as much as I can in my life. And I advise that you do the same, because any type of book that touches on the 7 laws of the universe, the 7 hermetic principles, or even the laws of the laws of Egypt, everything, man, can be like so detrimental to your success. And I just hope that everybody just reaches the goals that they want to really reach. And I just hope that the people that see this video is a purpose. Yeah, I'm talking with a purpose right now. Whoever this touched, I hope it touched you as well. I hope you, feel the need to subscribe and follow me on my own personal journey, while you also tell me about your journey as well. And on that note, I'm out.